Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, as always, one of my favorite videos, and I say that every week, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into all the major rumors, speculations, drops, and all the other drops that we're expecting to go in restock for the Xbox Series X, PS5, PS5 Digital, and Xbox Series S, and a little bit of GPU news too as well mixed on in. We're going to go and cover up all the major retailers, side retailers, and pretty likely drops. I'll give you guys my percentages of chances of them dropping. As per usual, I don't necessarily work at these places, but we have a lot of contacts from doing all these leaks and videos on for quite some time, and as well we also have some pretty good information too, and I'll also tell you guys when the last restock areas were too as well, so let you guys know. I'd always go and say watch at least the first like 13 minutes or so. I'll cover up all the big retailers which usually do have the best stock around too as well, and as you guys know, all ads on my YouTube channel go towards my mom, so if you guys ever seen those ads, I appreciate you guys all a lot. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, I would actually love a like too as well, just to help out other folks out there getting their consoles. If you guys want to leave a comment down below on any places that you guys are expecting to go and drop or anything else too as well, you guys always can. And I'd probably say throughout the week, maybe come back and reference this video if you guys ever need to as well, just to get your consoles and all that. We also do usually have a lot of affiliate links. Those two, once again, go towards my mom. We also have the Amazon links down below, which will go actually cover up a lot throughout this entire video for the PS5 controllers. If you guys want to get those, the consoles, warehouse consoles, PlayStation 5 consoles, always linked down below in case you guys want to go check and see. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for general videos, Sony videos, overall videos, restocks, but as well for the PlayStation 5 giveaway. If you guys want to be entered in to win that, all you guys have to do is be subscribed to the channel itself. That'll be rolling pretty soon, as well as we also have the Linktree link in the description for bonus giveaway entries if you guys want to be a part of that. Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. I'm not always the best on Twitter alerts, but I try my best if we see easy ones, as well as also we have the Twitch in case you guys just want to hang out and chill. We just play games, don't really talk about PS5 that often, but if you guys want to hang out over there. And of course, lastly, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stocks as a reward. You guys should just go and sell everything if you guys want to. And Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Let's go dive in the video itself. So the number one major focus we're going to be on the lookout for throughout this week is going to be Best Buy. So when it comes to Best Buy, we actually have been seeing them being very, very proactive. And of course, as well, it kind of always depends on the stores themselves. But Best Buy usually has been doing about a once a week restock. We've typically always seen a lot of Thursday and Friday dates for Best Buy. It does kind of sometimes go a little bit various, sometimes on Monday, sometimes on Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. But when it comes to Best Buy, we are heavily expecting them to go and restock this week, mainly on the fact alone that they did a restock last week. And basically, they usually do have maybe a 2-week off cycle. Typically, they usually have a few weeks or a little bit of a spaced out time, and they go back on their little bit of a grind where they do back to back weeks. It's always a little bit various on when they do it or how they want to do it, but sometimes if they don't restock throughout that one certain week, that's usually good for the next week, because that means they usually either have bigger stock numbers or they just didn't have enough stock in general to do a proper normal restock. So we actually saw a Best Buy PS5 restock not that long ago, a few days ago as of last week, so it does kind of bump down the odds a little bit of it. I'd probably give it a nice 65-70% chance throughout this week, but as the week kind of goes on, if we find any good contact information for Best Buy, if stock arrives, if stock doesn't arrive, etc., I will 100% let you guys know. So we have a pretty good, reliable source leak, and also they work at Best Buy. They see when stock is there and all of that good stuff. So letting you guys know on that, Best Buy is looking a little bit more on the likelihood for PS5s, but I would almost want to say that the Xbox Series X restocks are probably an 80% chance or so for Best Buy. Now, of course, they always can maybe have unexpected stock delays or whatever, so never blame me if there's never any restocks. I don't work there. If I work these places, I would give you guys all the restocks already, just be all my subs that hook up. But basically, when it comes to that, the Xbox actually hasn't had a really, really good proper restock in a while. They did also restock as well with the previous PS5 stock, but it did seem like the stock numbers are quite lower, and they weren't in big waves too as well, such as the PlayStation 5. So I'd probably assume the Xbox Series X's would be a little bit more on the likelihood too as well throughout this week for Best Buy. But once again, if they do not restock, that's perfectly okay, because we just always going to assume that next week they'll have a bigger restock as well. But based on trends, we're probably looking towards one throughout this week as well. The next kind of big one too, that's looking 85-90% for sure, because we've been seeing some of this movement as well throughout this past weekend, is Xboxes at Target. Now, as you guys know, Target's kind of switched up their system, and they've kind of basically turned from instead of doing event drops, which means they plan up a certain time frame to do it every few weeks for the Xboxes, they actually have went and switched that to now just whenever the stock arrives, they release it. So what we've actually been kind of noticing throughout these past few weeks is we've been seeing a lot more Xbox Series X and S restocks happening at random times, but as well, a lot more often as well. These past 3 days, we've seen a lot of Xbox Series X restocks in the early morning hours from many various places. It's a little bit harder to go and pinpoint because it always is in certain regions. So What that means is that it's not always like a nationwide drop. Like Best Buy would be nationwide. You order online and pick up at your local store. Target is always now order online, you pick up at your local store. So it's a little bit harder to go track every region, such as like New York or Texas, Florida, or whatever, mainly on the fact that it's just hard to do because you can't, like, some places get stock, some places don't. But we actually have been seeing a lot more bigger waves of Xbox Series X stocks arriving over at Target. So as any of you guys know, just be on the lookout for that throughout this upcoming week or so. It would actually not surprise me if we even saw an event drop for Targets or just a lot more of your individual local store areas getting Xbox Series X stock and releasing them online. PlayStation 5, I have actually not heard any news as of so far from PlayStation 5 stock, but I have a lot of like Microsoft stock consoles. So I'll let you guys know 100% if I do see any stock availability or consoles, or if employees give me any leaks or whatever for the PlayStation 5 restocks when it comes to Target, and I'll let you guys know how that all kind of goes and plays on out. But as I said, at least we have some good information for Xboxes, and that's always nice to see. That also might be pumping up the likelihood of maybe a PlayStation 5 restock in case they do a proper event drop. Maybe they're trying to get as many PS5 consoles as they can and do an Xbox event, like a majorly Xbox focused event, and then do a PlayStation 5 kind of tied on in. But as of so far, we've only seen a lot more Xbox news. So I'll let you guys know more throughout that week. I would say Target for PlayStation 5 does seem unlikely because just haven't seen any stock available, any employees talk about stuff as of yet. But as well, when it comes to the Xbox, it does look a lot more likely because we do have staff confirmations on that, and also people actually copying throughout these past few days and past weekend as well. So the next major one, if you guys saw, we actually made a video on this yesterday on the Amazon PlayStation 5 restock, and I do always love seeing this type of stuff because it makes everything so much easier for us, because we actually saw a big leak on Reddit when it came to the Amazon PlayStation 5 restocks. They actually saw a pretty big amount of stock floating around in the warehouse itself, and that also kind of is leading into two major things for us to be on the lookout for. Number one, it could be slightly more on the slightly likely side, which is just a lot more warehouse consoles. So I always have those Amazon links down below in case you guys want to go check and see. But when it comes to those stocks in general, whenever you see a lot more extra stock, it's always kind of a nice sign because that means that they have a chance to go and have additional stock for warehouse consoles. And even if they're not like the overall best console restocks, you could also get them cheaper from retail, and they have a very good return policy. And as well, it's just nicer. I mean, at least you don't have to worry about getting a console for another 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, whatever it is. If you guys get a reused console on that, they should usually work too as well, and only any issues are ever on the outside, just things in general. But on the secondary thing, is going to be on the fact that there is actually a small chance for an Xbox restock and PlayStation restock in a double wave system for Amazon. Now, what I mean by that is usually the UK will go and restock like 2 or 3 times a month. So usually maybe like every 2 weeks, and then it'll restock another 2 weeks later, it'll restock again, but just slightly lower amounts. Usually for us in America, for Amazon, it's usually a way bigger stock amount as well. So what we can maybe go and see is they might actually do a work in like a secondary drop throughout maybe this week or maybe this weekend or maybe this next upcoming week as well. That's not confirmed, because I'm a little bit more on the speculation side, but it would make sense because the last Amazon proper restock we had a few days ago was a little bit more on the smaller side. So I can maybe see them kind of split up that, overall amounts or whatever and make it a little bit better for us and maybe have more of a chances for restocks going on. So be on the lookout for that, especially if I see it, I'll tweet on out. If not, if I missed it, if I'm like freaking from work or whatever, I'll let you guys know. Also, want to give a quick little reminder, too, little thought on this. In case there is a slightly more like laid back week this week, it wouldn't surprise me because we saw a lot of really big retailers throughout this past 2 weeks go have some really good restock waves. So some of you guys all know, maybe go and prep yourselves up just a little bit in case there is going to be more of a drier week. I'm sure we'll still have drops, but I can almost feel like next week might be a way, way better week. But of course, as well, we still have some big rumors going on for the upcoming parts we're going to talk about like right now. So you guys know, kind of set your expectations set on that. But Amazon at least does have some good rumors when it comes to it. We do see some stock floating around. We saw some leaked pictures and all that. So we'll definitely be tracking Amazon the best we can. I do have a friend that works on Amazon though, and they have not seen any stock as of me recording this video. So I'll let you guys know if we see any more stock or if it's regional or all of that. So make sure you guys are always subscribed with the notifications on the channel for that. As well, for Xboxes, we haven't seen any more Xbox news, but if it does like the 2-week cycle, they may have a small Xbox Series X or S restock as well when it flows into that. Just letting you guys know on a little bit of rumors for that. Now, the next major spots for us is going to be on GameStop. So GameStop actually last week was pretty quiet, which is usually a good sign for this week. I'd probably put the percentages for GameStop doing a restock probably like 80%, like pretty high up there. We saw them last week go and do an Xbox All Access, which is also on their really weird GameStop like $15 bundle thing, which just like, I still think it's not ever really worth it. You get like early access to consoles. I just don't like, don't spend your money on that, please. Please don't. Please don't. But when it comes to that, they did go and announce up the actual tweets about their drop that day. And then as well, they also went and then had a chance to release the Xbox Series X All Access. That was on last Wednesday. We also did not see a PlayStation restock as well last week. So it would actually not surprise me, and probably put it pretty high up there on the chances depending on how the stock is, but it would not surprise me if maybe this Wednesday, maybe around like the 1 to 3 p.m. range, we actually did go and see another GameStop restock go and happen. So I'll let you guys know if we see more information on that, but based on trends, it would make sense. We usually see like a 2-week period or so for GameStop. All of the additional previous stock from the last GameStop restocks have already been sent on out. So people who bought those orders or got those orders or whatever are going already receiving them or already have them in overall. So we'll kind of, the two major things will be if GameStop does a tweet, we've been using that as a notifier or like indicator to see whenever the next restock will go and happen for everyone. So that'll be one big thing for that. So if we see the tweet, that's going to be like a really nice kicker. But as well, the fact that all the stocks already been delivered from the previous GameStop drop looks very, very good. And they also did not do any major proper restocks as of until like 2 weeks ago. So they've had a chance to also build up proper PlayStation and digital stock as well. And they always usually like doing as many drops as they can because it gets a lot of website traffic and a lot of people buying stuff, bundles make money, etc., etc. So I think GameStop's gonna be a really, really big focus for this week. Same thing with the Target for the Xboxes and Best Buy as well. Walmart. Now, Walmart's a bit more of a weirder one, mainly because when it comes to Walmart itself, number one, they still, as of at least me recording this video, have mostly not fulfilled the previous restock waves. They also did do that really weird thing where they updated the PS5 digitals because they never did an Xbox Series, no, not Xbox, a PS5 disc drop as well. So we're not sure. That does probably mean that they're probably going to be sitting on some PS5 disc stock. So it does also make a proper restock this week look kind of likely because they do have at least stock sitting around. But the fact that they mostly have not fulfilled the previous week's restock numbers have been a little bit more concerning on the fact of, well, they just never haven't fulfilled it yet. So I do think throughout the next few days, if they do fulfill those previous restocks that they're owed, it does bump up the likelihood for a Walmart restock for the PS5 or Xbox, but we'll have to wait for them to all get fulfilled. But as I mentioned, on the PS5 disc edition, they haven't done a proper PS5 disc drop in quite some time. They've only been doing PS5 digitals. So I'll let you guys know in case we see more stock or stock numbers or whatever. If they do a restock, that'll be up on Thursday around 3 p.m. EST. Like I said, it's looking kind of likely, but we'll have to wait the next few days to see if we do have most of the Walmart stock fulfilled, and we can kind of go from there from that. So that's pretty much all about it for all the big restock boys. We actually have some good rumors for this, as I mentioned. So now let's go talk about the other side retailers, which we should actually also have some other drops too as well throughout this week. So number one, PS Directs. Now, it is actually looking a lot more likely that a PS Direct will happen throughout this week on the regards that we've actually been seeing like about once a week PS Directs happen, but in the last previous PS Direct, we saw the emails, so we almost always have to see the emails first. If we ever see the emails, I'll give you guys a confirmed PS5 restock drop video and let you guys know about it, but based on the emails last time, they actually sold out on all the previous PS5 Direct invite emails, but we also saw a weird glitch with the system where it did kind of seem like people were getting like double or triple orders from people who already had the consoles before. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a 100% guarantee if it does restock at all. I'm not 100% sure, mainly on the fact because they could also maybe sell out on the previous ones. So we'll let you guys know how that kind of works out, or I'll give you guys a video or update video or whatever on that on Twitter and all that stuff. But if we do see any emails, which is looking kind of likely for this week, we'll let you guys know on the channel, and you guys might have a chance to get a PS Direct, especially if Sony goes and fixes that like double or triple ordering things that they did before. As well, Online. As you guys know, Online has always said and dedicated at least one next-gen console restock every week, so we'll be on the lookout for them to go do anything. They've actually had a really good triple whammy where they've done, I think, PS drops the past like 3 weeks in a row, so it looks very, very good on that fact that they might have some more extra stock to go and sell us out over here. I even made a video on the Xbox Series S, funny enough, where they still had a lot of Xbox Series S stock floating around, so I'm not sure if that will count for future restocks or not, but they have not done an Xbox Series X restock in quite some time, so I'd probably put on my rumors and speculation that there will be an Xbox Series X and Online restock this week in their bundle, but as well with them also doing very consistent PS5 restocks throughout this week, it does look a lot nicer and better, so be on the lookout for them. As well, Costco did do a lot of their restocks. We were waiting for that for quite some time, so I do kind of think that Costco, unless they have a very, very small restock number with canceled orders or whatever, will probably be sitting on out throughout this week. But you guys can always be on the lookout for the early mornings in case they do a PS5 bundle restock or an Xbox Series X bundle. Sam's Club is actually a lot more on the higher likelihood of restocks if Walmart does not restock this week, mainly because if they have extra additional stock, they probably want to reward their Sam's Club members and also try to incentivize more people to sign up for Sam's Club too as well. So always make sure you guys are on the lookout for Sam's Club. They're more on the late night hours. I would say though, if Walmart's not restocking, as I mentioned, Sam's Club looks a little bit more likely, or if Walmart does also restock, they may have extra leftover additional stock depending on which consoles they release. Think like if they only do a PS5 disc and they don't release the digitals, they may also mean they might have some stock maybe for Sam's Club. We'll kind of have to maybe go and see if they change up the system at all or not for that, but at least we can be on the lookout for that. As well, we also do have some of the walk-in news that we can usually kind of cover up in the early mornings. So we do know that Myers has actually been getting and floating PS5 in-store stock. Some employees have been confirming getting stock. Some places as well have also been confirmed getting some Xbox Series X stock. It hasn't been 100% confirmed, but we have seen some receipts, some comments on it, some employees confirming that stock is there. We don't know exactly when it's going to go on sale, how it's going to go on sale, and all of that. But I do want to remind you guys that it might have a proper big restock sometime throughout this week, or as well maybe for your local stores, because usually for walk-ins, they're a little bit more on the weirder side, because some stores will have stock, some stores will not have stock, etc., etc. So just always be aware if you guys need a call or not waste your gas money, or if you guys just want to go there as you guys are getting groceries or whatever, feel free to. But at least we do know there's been some really big bump up in rumors from employees, from confirmations and all that stuff when it comes to, well, Myers. As well, BJ's, we did go and touch on this in the earlier video too, but we did see a lot of Xbox Series X bundle rumors. We have not seen any confirmation orders from those so far, but at least we have been seeing that stuff and seeing the rumors, and usually rumors are nice because, well, that means at least there's there's a reason people are talking about it. As well, we also can be on the lookout in case BJ's does do a PS5 bundle restock as well at some point. On top of that too, we also want to maybe be on the lookout for Fred Meyer's and Kroger's. We saw a lot of rumors with them a few weeks ago, but we can maybe watch them and see in case there is any nice West Coast restock rumors floating around. And of course, as well, we always have the Newegg, where if you guys go and check just throughout the week, I always mentioned on my daily video, Newegg itself will go and release out consoles. It seems like about a once a week restock, where they have PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X bundles in their website itself. And they also always go do the GPUs, CPUs, and all of that mixed on in. So be on the lookout for them in case they do want to work on any stuff like that. It does seem like it's about like a once a week or so. And as well, we always have those really weird side retailers. I might have to sneeze too as well. Hold on, I'm just going to leave that in because everyone's human. That's like might be proving I'm not a robot there. But also when it comes to some other stuff, we also are going to be on the lookout too as well for Kohl's in case they work in their random YOLO restocks, or also military online. We actually have been seeing lots of rumors for walk-ins for military online restocks for the PlayStation 5, whether it's for the online website, because they usually do have online websites too as well, where they just do proper restocks, but that's only for military only. And as well as also we've been seeing a lot of the rumors for the walk-ins too. Kohl's also might do random stuff, as we mentioned. If we see more news all throughout the week, we'll let you guys know. We've also seen B&H Photo, basically like shuffles too as well for signups in case they want to do any more restocks. And a few little also big retailers are sometimes getting the Xbox Series S's, as we mentioned on these videos. But that's pretty much it all for about America. I'm going to wind down really quickly with the UK. UK has actually been getting a lot of walk-in news throughout this past week or so when it comes to some of the really big retailers like Argos and Game getting walk-ins. So we might actually see some more walk-in news for the UK throughout this next maybe week or so. Be on the lookout for that. And also another Amazon UK drop, I believe, is being rumored with more stock arriving. Not 100% sure if that's true or not, but let's be on the lookout for that. So I'm sure UK will maybe have some nice movement because we had a lot of movement here in America for the past 2 weeks or so. As well, we also do have a little bit of Canadian news. I feel like Canada has been kind of overdue for some restocks. So be on the lookout for them all throughout this week. All the big boys like the Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart. And of course, India was probably be a little bit more on the drier side, mainly because we've actually had almost every big retailer go and basically sell their stock. Japan, I believe, also might be getting some more movement. We may actually cover a little bit of Japan news all throughout this week. In China, we're still waiting for more proper restock news, but we've been on the lookout for that for a while. But that's pretty much about it for this video. Hopefully we'll have a really good restock week. Like I said, don't be too surprised if it's not as active or eventful as the past 2 weeks have been. That would just probably mean that next week will be really nice. But always make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for future videos or restock updates if we see more information, as well as also for the PS5 giveaway that will be ending soon. We may do one more afterwards. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, controller, console, warehouse consoles for drop potentials and all of that. We also like the video if you guys enjoy. Comment down below your thoughts, or if you guys got a console throughout the week, come back and let me know. know, or on my future videos. We also do have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below if you guys want to follow up on either or. Linktree link in the description for bonus giveaway entries if you guys would like. And of course, sign up for the Weeble as we mentioned. You guys deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Just basically go and sell everything if you guys would like. And of course, Coinbase if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all throughout today for a lot more new videos. Love you guys.